I'm making my breakfast this morning and I'm actually quite inspired. It's autumn here in the UK and I've got some very fresh apples, actually just from the tree over there. And these apples are not actually that sweet, but they're very palatable, they're edible, they're not really sour, so that they just need cooking and you can't possibly eat them raw. They are delicious, and of course, being fresh, they're massively full of vitamin C. So I'm going to grate it into my breakfast. And I do this quite often, especially if I come across some really great fresh apples, or it's the apple season, which is particularly important because apples are teeming with vitamin C and lots of other good benefits like fibre, soluble and insoluble, good for your gut. But the thing is, as they're stored for longer, the vitamin C just gets reduced. So it's really great, if possible, if you can, to eat them in season, and preferably not the really sweet varieties, the more sort of sour varieties. Now I'm giving myself about half an apple in here. Here we go. And that's a really good start to my breakfast. I might even add in some other fruit. I might add in some dark berries like these blueberries, and that's good. Often I use only blueberries, just depends what's in season. And just going to stop my tea from being brewed too long. And what I'm going to do, actually, in this bowl that's now full of just this gorgeous fruit that is great for your gut health, and remembering that your gut microbes and the health of your microbes affect you, both your body and your mind. So your cognition and your mood, just as much as being quite anti-inflammatory throughout the whole body and mind. It's so important to remember that when you're eating for yourself and your gut microbes. Now I'm just going to add I've got here some yogurt. You can use yogurt or kefir, whatever suits you. I always add in a good amount of yogurt, and there we go. And then I tend to add in a little bit more kind of fibre nourishment for my gut. Not much. I add in, here we go, just a bit of oats, some raw oats, something like that. That's probably maybe 25 grams, something like that. But this is the key. Then I add in whatever nuts and seeds are in my house. So I've got a whole variety here because I'm a bit obsessed with nuts and seeds and their health benefits. They're full of protein. And protein, of course, there's a little bit of protein in the oats, and there's protein in the yogurt, and then there's protein in the nuts and seeds here, but there's also fantastic soluble and insoluble fibre and polyphenols, which also nourish your gut microbiome. So it's great. And here we've got walnuts, Brazil nuts, raw almonds, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, hemp seeds, and my absolute all-time favorite, these are ground flax seeds. Flax seeds are sometimes called linseeds. And why are they my all-time favorite? Because they're full of protein, anti-inflammatory oils, and what's more is they actually have the polyphenols in your gut microbes love, and they also have phytoestrogens in, but all together they're really nourishing for your whole gastrointestinal tract and work so superbly well. So that's fantastic. And what else have I got apart from a barking dog in the background? I think it is anyway. I'm not sure what's going on. I think I love the crunch, so I think I'll add a few other nuts as well. But just what's in my house I add. I mean, I'd happily add hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, just any. And of course I might mix them all together. Look out in your local shops, look out for what seeds are there. Make sure they're nice and fresh and not past their use by date. But by all means, kind of just mix them together and just have a whole mixed bag. That's fine as well. Now that is terrific, and I absolutely adore that. And I might even make it up the night before and do a kind of like an overnight soaked oats sort of dish. But then I also love to just up the polyphenol content, the gut benefit content, the calcium content, the beneficial kind of fibre or nutrients for my body. So I might add some cinnamon. Yeah, gosh, that's really gorgeous. Or I might grate in some fresh ginger or add some dried ginger. I think today, because this is an apple-y breakfast, I think I'm going to grate in some fresh ginger. Now, no need to peel fresh ginger, just give it a really good wash. Make sure there's no dirt still on it. And I'm grating in about a teaspoon of fresh ginger there. sure I've got it all from the other side. I can even smell it. And that is amazing. Ginger, fabulous for your gut health. And that would be my breakfast most of the time. Absolutely adore it. And I know, even if I don't manage for whatever reason to eat that well for the rest of the day, this has set me up, set up my body, set up my gut microbes. It's an anti-inflammatory breakfast. It's teeming with protein, teeming with calcium. I mean, it's fabulous. You make it the way you like it. What else might I do? And once again, because apple season, so I was thinking, you know, with this apple tree here, I've cooked up some apples. And so I thought, oh, okay, I might do sort of like some cooked apples, really, really simple. I still would probably have some yogurt or some kefir or something in my dish. And with the apples, I often put cinnamon. They just seem to go beautifully. And cinnamon is amazing. It's amazing spice. It's really great. It's got calcium in it. It's got polyphenols in it. It is really loved by your gut microbes. It's meant to have blood glucose balancing effects, so that's really terrific. And I might, even with this type of a dish, I might just do some granola. I've got a homemade granola here. This is actually a fig and ginger granola. The recipe's on my website for it. And it's dead easy to make. And I probably would put this in. And this has already got nuts and seeds in it. So I would be unlikely to add any more. But you know me, and what I love about that ground flaxseed, I probably would still add some ground flaxseed. And then I might mix that all together and just enjoy that one as well. And if it's really cold in the UK winter, I might make some porridge. I do very similar stuff on top. So I hope you got some breakfast ideas from this.